Welcome to MHS RedZone. I'm Activities Director Gary Reveneg.
And I'm Jared Hines, photographer at ISD 882.
All right, we're going to do a quick roundup of what's happening at Monticello High School. We're going to start with our fine arts programs. Our one-act play did an outstanding job this year. They advanced to the section final. Jared finished 4th out of the 10 schools that competed in our section. So I went and watched that a couple times, and they did an outstanding job.
Yeah, I got the chance to go watch both. First time ever having a JV one-act program as well, and they got to showcase in front of the community along with the varsity program. So it was awesome to see both shows by Dr. Herfindahl and Spencer Gillian.
Yeah, outstanding. And then our DECA, 4 students have advanced last week to the DECA state tournament. And those students are Aria Williams, Amber Mariah, Sophia Roche, and Ella Miller. So pretty cool that we'll have 4 students down at the state tournament representing Monticello High School.
Absolutely.
Coyotes, our adaptive floor hockey team, they're having a great season. You know, they're starting to be very competitive. I know we've won 4 or 5 games, and the season's wrapping up already next week. What do you have on the Coyotes?
Yeah, Coyotes, a couple times, they do pretty good at posting on social media some pictures and some fun updates, and a lot of their wins are comeback wins. They're down a little bit early and they come back and win, so it's really fun to see the kids competing over at St. Michael.
All right, it's been outstanding. So yeah, in the fall we hosted in Monticello, and now St. Michael's hosting the winter season, and in Buffalo we'll host in the spring. So that's an update on the Coyotes. So let's get into our winter sports. Our dance team had sections last weekend. They finished 5th overall in high kick and 5th in jazz. They had a great season. They were 2nd or 3rd all season long in the Mississippi 8 Conference, and I know their goal was to advance to the state tournament. They're pretty disappointed, but all in all, what an outstanding season by our dance program.
Absolutely. I got a chance to see them a few weeks ago. They did really well. They're led by 3 seniors who will be missed, but they had a young crew coming back next year as well.
Yeah. Gymnastics, big update from them. They're true team champions heading down to Worthington, Minnesota, where they invited the top 10 schools in Class A for gymnastics, and we went down there and won the whole thing, and now we're hosting the Mississippi 8 here this week to wrap up the season for the JV, and then sections will be next week. So busy time for gymnastics, and they're having an outstanding year, ranked somewhere in the top 3 right now in the state.
Absolutely, and they're going to get a chance next Thursday, like you said, at Chisago to try to compete and try to advance to the state tournament.
Yeah. Let's go into hockey. We have girls hockey, and we start sections on Saturday, February 10th. So February 10th, get my dates straight here, but yeah, down in Roseville, and we're seated 5th, and we've been very competitive this year, and I'm looking forward to watching that game on Saturday.
Yeah, really fun to see. You know, you got to see Adrian Hansen sign to go play hockey next year at UW Eau Claire, and you're going to be looking for her as well as the other River Hawk seniors to kind of step up as they try to advance in the section tournament.
All right, boys hockey, the Moose are having an outstanding year. Last I checked, they're ranked in the top 10, and looks like we're going to wrap up another championship in the Mississippi 8 Conference. I believe we already have. And right now we're battling for the 1 seed in the section. Huge game coming up next week on February 15th, where we host St. Cloud Cathedral. And I think they're ranked in the top 3 or 4 in state. So that'll be a big game to see who's going to get that 1 seed in sections.
Absolutely, a potential section, championship, little preview potentially. If both teams do what they're supposed to do. What the Moose have been competing. What's really cool to see is people like Soderholm in goal. We've had a lot of good goalies come through the Moose program, and he's getting records like he just got the shutouts goal for a season in his last game. And so even though we've had historic Moose programs, we're still continuing to break records, which is awesome.
Yeah, it's been fun watching them. I'm looking forward to going to the game tonight. So moving on, let's go to wrestling. Wrestling, we've been battling all season in the Mississippi 8, and now we've moved up to AAA in wrestling for boys. We have 6 girls that are competing now, so that's fun. They're heading to Bemidji this weekend for section wrestling, and then the boys will be up in Moorhead I think, in 2 weeks. So wrestling's kind of wrapping up, but we're hoping to get some wrestlers through to the state tournament, and it's been fun watching them compete this year as well.
Absolutely. It'll be really interesting to see what they can do up in Moorhead and see what the girls can do in Bemidji this weekend as well.
All right, boys swimming, ranked in state, having another outstanding year. They've won the Mississippi 8 Conference again, and they're looking to make some noise at the section competition and advance quite a few swimmers this year and a few divers hopefully to the state tournament.
Absolutely. They're really senior heavy as well, so they'll be looking for that senior leadership. You know, with Paul Fozen, Josh Miller, a couple other seniors as well. They'll really be looking for that senior leadership as they go into sections.
Yeah, I know Coach Westfield said he's led by 5 seniors, so impressive group. We're going to miss them next year, and hopefully they can all make some noise at the section tournament and advance to state. All right, off to basketball here. Let's start with girls. They're having an amazing season, battling for the Mississippi 8 Conference title right now. I know we're a game, or I think 1 game behind Becker, but we have a rematch coming up with them.
On the 22nd.
Next week?
February
2 weeks.
22nd.
All right, thanks. 2 weeks. So girls are having a great year. What do you have on them?
Yeah, their last game was a really close battle with Princeton. You know, they came off a loss, and so they were coming trying to break that 1 game losing streak. Got down against Princeton, and then came back in the second half and knocked down some key shots and won the game by 1 point. So it was really cool comeback win for the Magic.
Yeah, and Samantha Vole scoring her 1,000th point already as a sophomore was one of the highlights for an individual at least this year, and fun seeing her accomplish that goal and seeing her climb up the charts on her leaderboard for scoring. Boys basketball, finally starting to get healthy, getting a few guys back and starting to turn some things around. Last year was a tough year, winning 1 game. We're already up to 6 wins on the year, and we've been very competitive in the Mississippi 8 Conference. Fun team to watch. They play hard, and I'm looking forward to seeing them finish the season.
Yeah, it's been really, like you said, last year was really tough, and so to see the kids come back competing and getting some more quality wins, and even in games where they're not winning, they're competing against some really good teams all the way through to the very end. So,
all right, well, that's going to wrap up MHS Red Zone. Glad to bring you updates and get out there and support our Magic, the Moose, the Riverhawks, and the Coyotes as we push to advance and make some history here this winter season.
Absolutely.